I did it, didn't I? One more time for AJ York, guys. Okay, we're going to keep this train rolling. Your next comedian, he came all the way from Newport News, Virginia. So put your hands together for Joseph Partlow.
So my name is Joe Partlow. I got a weight problem. I don't like waiting. Like, especially when you put the ING on that motherfucker. Like, that means I've been there too long, you know what I'm saying? And I think actually waiting in line contributes to my weight problem. Cause I be, like, look, I used to be on welfare, so I'm just fucking say, I used to be on welfare, right? And ain't no line longer than the welfare line. I was spending my food stamps while I was waiting to get new food stamps. And you see, in Jersey, like, I know I'm from Newport News, but I also came from New Jersey. And New Jersey, they got like, you could sell stuff in the stores. So they had like this one dude who had like Muslim oils and like Debbie cakes and stuff. So I used to use my food stamps there the whole time. So I'm gaining weight while I'm waiting. So that's why I say it contributes to my weight problem. And I started off like that because I usually have a weight anonymous group called OBA, Obesity Awareness. Apparently, she looked like, this is a real, yeah, I started it. Because apparently, the weight problem, you have to acknowledge that you're obese. Not enough just saying, excuse me, when you're walking past somebody in a plane, you know? But I also have this group called Fat Lives Matter. It's that we need you too, man. We need you. There's only 6 members. You got to multiply us by 2. It's 3 of us. And we doing some things. It is a movement when we do move. Like, we also trying to like shut down. Our main objective right now is to shut down the Planet Fitnesses. Because I swear, no matter where you go, every city got like 4 Planet Fitnesses, right? And they all in the parking lot with like a restaurant. And they're always like a fast food chain restaurant like Wendy's or Burger King. And I think Wendy's is the exploit to keep fat people fat, you know? Because when you leave, like, think about it. Wendy's have a 5 for $5 deal, right? Nothing healthy on that deal. It's just like a bacon junior cheeseburger, fries, milkshake. You get it, you get all that stuff. But the salad, $7. They're trying to keep you fat. But they also hate fat people, because when I also teach. I teach middle school special education. And yeah, the kids today, man, I think America just hate fat people. That's what it is. Because we had this one kid, man. As soon as I come into class, he goes, Mr. Partlow, you so fat, you can't get monkeypox, you get gorilla pox. And like kids got this way. Why do you say oh? Do me off whenever. I'm glad people feel sorry for my weight problem. She said it's terrible. Trust me, I only do these jokes in front of skinny people, so I never really got that reaction before. No, but kids got this way of drawing you in. Like, the kid was like, I'm like, listen, man, that's not how fat people get sick. I get the same sickness as you do. Like, if I get COVID, I'm gonna get COVID, not COVID plus. Like, that's not, like, we don't multiply. I still bleed red blood, not ragu. Like, that's not. It's not something that happens. So my grandmother's dead. Stop saying oh. No, I get it though, but I'm cool with it now. That's how I felt when it happened. I was like, I'm cool though, but see, I don't know if y'all ever experienced like taking care of like dead old relatives. You know what I'm saying? Before, not dead, but they were alive before they died. But like what I'm saying is, I don't know if you experienced taking care of them before they died. Like this is, like it was kind of like she had dementia. You know what I'm saying? And dementia, it was weird. She was replacing her old life with her new life. So like, for example, I couldn't take her to places like this restaurant called White Castle because she thought all the black people that worked there were slaves. We had to get her because she had tried to take them to the Amtrak down the street. Like that's just. It's like, girl, this is not the Underground Railroad. This is not. And then she. And then she used to she used to try to put that on me, like, you know, Joe, you should be an activist. And I'm like, nah, Grandma, I can't be an activist. Because activists used to like to walk a lot. And by looking at me, you could tell walking is not part of my forte. Like, that's not something I do. But if I was, like, back in the 60s and 70s and did a lot of protesting and stuff, like, because they did a lot of walking. Like, let's be real. They did a lot of walking for the pursuit of happiness. I probably would have just stopped in the pursuit. Like, that's... like, that's it, man. I'll get to the happiness part later, you know what I'm saying? Like, they did a lot of walking. I don't know if y'all know the shoes Stacey Adams. Them things, like, I work in Stacey Adams, let alone walk across Selma. It's not... Like, I know it was times when Martin Luther King was like, hey, Coretta, I need some extra cream, you know? and I get it. They had all the inspiration they need. They had, Malcolm X, Dr. King, but they didn't have Dr. Scholes. Like, that's all I'm saying. Dr. Scholes, work miracles. But if I was, let's be honest, you ain't never see a fat activist, you know? And you ain't never seen all those pictures. And when he's like, they shot Luther King in the balcony, he couldn't fit. And we went to the church, and Martin Luther King tried to recruit a couple of people who'd have been like, everybody all excited to see King, he's like, I need brothers to stand with me. And I'm like, I can stand with you, Martin. I need brothers to fight with me. I can fight with you, Martin. I need brothers to walk that great walk. I'd have been like, Martin Luther King Jr., sir, I love what you're doing. Your work ethic is insane. But I'm not going to be able to do that walking thing with you. If you want, I can help hang up flyers for you in the church or help with the bake sales. Brownies versus Board of Education. See, I never was good in history class, so yeah, I never like I said, I was in New Jersey. I went to high school in New Jersey, and I had a high school teacher that went back as far as 1995, right? So when I took a test on the Civil War, I put down the East Coast versus West Coast. Then they said, name 3 tragic deaths that changed the course of history. I put Tupac, Biggie, and Old Dirty Bastard. I'm still trying to fight for those credits to this day. For real. But it's hard for me, man. Because the one last question, they was like, look, we'll let you graduate on time if you can answer this one question. Who were the founding fathers? And I was like, shit, man. See, look, I don't even know my father, so this shit, if this is an organization trying to find fathers, then you could sign me up, But it was cool, it's cool. It's cool, though. I'm not saying, not having a father wasn't, it wasn't hard. It was, because I remember this one time, my aunt and my mom had to teach me how to pee. Yeah, that's how traumatic it was. like literally, my aunt is OCD. My mom was only 20 years older than me, so she was young and crazy, didn't know what the fuck was going on. Piss was all on the wall. They was asking me what the fuck to do, and I'm like, I don't know. This is my first time, believe it or not. It was an ordeal. It was an ordeal. But growing up with just women in the house made me convinced that sometimes women don't know what they want. See how I love when I do that because it just gets so silent. But like, listen, like it's for real though. Women don't know what they want. Think about it. Think about it. Like a man transitioning into a woman can never be a full woman. You know why? Because of what? Basically, because they know. It's because they made a decision. It takes a woman time to make a decision. Because the one decision y'all do make, that's the most decision, the biggest decision in your life. You got to get a church. You got to get nominated, get recognized by the state, and all that. And y'all still be with the man for 10 years and still ask yourself, is this the man I'm married to? Like, if y'all don't believe what I'm saying, just watch Forrest Gump. Jenny, she did not know Forrest was the man for her until she was on her deathbed. Like, that shit was... And Jenny lived a long life. I'm not even long. That movie was about 3 hours. I didn't even... She lived a long life. She thought Forrest was tired the whole time. Forrest was making money. Like, that's what Forrest owned a shrimp company. God dang, man. I wish I was in. Oh, man. But, I just recently lost my grandfather, too, so, last week. So it's been like I had to go all the way to Jersey and then come from Jersey to here, so it's been crazy. And the funny thing about my grandfather was that he used to be a deacon in the church, and he retired being a deacon, well, a custodian, and that's all a deacon is in the church, is a custodian. It was weird. He was a deacon. He never retired. That's the point of that joke. But he also had dementia, and it's crazy what women do to men, huh? See? No. Let me stop. No, I love women. I love women. Only for the times that you need them. No, I'm joking. No. Say no. Listen. Chill. Look. Chill out. Relax. I consider myself a teddy bear for these hoes, so you got to be sensitive to these women sometimes, man. You got to be sensitive to these women, man. 'Cause you got to give them the comfort they need. But in my grandmother, I learned that lesson from my grandfather. The only thing he told me about women was that he said, blacker the berry, sweeter the wine. I said, what? How did you age juice verbally? Like, that's not... That was the only male I had in the house who was my grandfather. And I should have took a lesson from my father and just left that bitch, because I don't want to have dementia. Like, that's what...
It only worked that way.
I don't want to have dementia, that's what I'm saying. When I was a kid, though, like, a lot of things I got away from, because my mom was young. Like, I used to watch a lot of horror movies when I was young, right? I used to watch, one of my favorite ones is Paranormal Activity. Why you say, It was scary for me as a kid, but now as an adult, I realized it's not scary no more, you know? Because, like, I've never, like, all I'm saying is if they made a Paranormal Activity about me, it'd just be called Normal Activity. Because I ain't never run into nothing supernatural. Never. The scariest thing that ever happened to me in my life was having high blood pressure. Wish I'd have ran into a vampire. Like, that's, take some of that cholesterol. I ain't never seen a possession, but I have been repossessed. And it ain't nothing scarier than not finding your car when you didn't leave it at the night before. Like, that's what I'm like. That's all I'm saying. But the closest to the supernatural I've been was growing up in church, and I grew up. Of course, I was in like a black church, and black churches, man, they go so long. I used to find myself praying to God that everybody else stopped praying, so we got to church early. Real long. Like, I remember one time I was in service when the preacher had literally nothing else to talk about. He said, see, God wants you to slide up, and the world wants you to slide down. And I'm like, that's just physics. Like, we ain't got no choice but to come down. Thank you, guys. My name is Joe Partlow, man. Thank you.
One more time for Joseph Partlow, guys. All right, let's keep this thing moving. Next comedian coming up, super funny. You guys are going to love her. Put your hands together for Emmy Buttrick.